Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live stream. I started a little later today for a couple reasons, but I did catch the downside move this morning. Beautiful. Those puts end up going for easily. Well, I entered the 738 put twice. You guys would have seen that in Discord. But those both ran over 200% each. And I think I might have just caught the low of day as well. The calls, you can see those up on the screen right now. They're up to 1.20. I got in those at around 0.70. So the calls are already looking amazing. We kept going up this morning, right? It was on Amazon earnings. Amazon's still having a really strong morning. It's up 15% today. I said that I am pretty sure I never saw such a big day on Microsoft yesterday. I don't think I've ever seen such a big day on Amazon before. 15%. It's a lot in a single day. For those wondering, I am trimming those SPY calls again. I think we might be approaching another opportunity to go short soon. If we do get back above into the opening range, then easily we retest the top. But these calls are going for nearly 100% right now. If you guys have any questions, any charts you want me to look at, any analysis, go ahead and just post it in the chat room on Discord or on YouTube, X, Twitch. I'll see it all. So feel free to ask anything. So for SPY, I think this grind up can continue up here to 742. I'll walk you guys exactly why I went short twice this morning, as well as why exactly I took calls. I'm going to trim these real quick. 137. The reason for the drop this morning was because of, you could say Apple definitely played a big role in it, but memory also, MU and SanDisk had a turnaround as well. Great, so I trimmed those. Everyone this morning was really on point in the community. Mark, I think, is up like 400% on Amazon calls from yesterday. Breakdown Sniper went short this morning. He is up 200%. I'm up 200% on two of my puts, and then already up 100% on the calls that I took at the low of day. I'll walk you through exactly why I went short twice today. At the open, I didn't really trust the market move up as we continued to climb. The reason being is because I was keeping a close eye. That's not Apple stock. I was keeping a close eye on Apple, right? And right off the open, Apple had this really strong dump. And the other thing I noticed was MU was right in this resistance zone. I actually expected only a slight drop here to like 890, but it just completely blew through. And it's still very weak on the day. This is technically a bear flag here. For those of you that are trading MU right now. That's a bearish pattern. You would expect another drop from here. It would invalidate if it breaks above the trend line resistance and tests the opening range low, right? But first was because we saw a opening range breakdown, right? We came down here and fell right below the pre-market low, as well as the opening range low, right? And I didn't take puts on this candle because this is the confirmation candle. Where I did take puts was on the retest area here, right? So I wanted to take the retest at the lower end of the pre-market low and the lower end of the opening range. I think I did take my first set of puts on the opening of this candle, and then I took another pair of puts on the second candle here. Was definitely anticipating a drop. Definitely felt like a drop was coming. So that's the reason why both of those went. And actually, had I caught the top, I probably could have gone 400% on my puts, but only caught half of the move, but I felt safer taking the puts here. It made more sense because what we could have seen was a bounce off of the pre-market low and then just a breakout. That was the other option. That didn't seem likely. But yeah. Anyways, for calls, the reason why I went long was due to a number of things. First of all, the RSI was really sold off here. So I was already looking at calls. I was actually looking at calls on this candle right here. I didn't enter them until this candle. But you can see here yesterday, as well the previous day, this was a decent support and resistance level. It should be actually a zone if I have it as a line. It could have gone a little further. It could have gone just like 737.50 ish, which it pretty much did. 737.67. But that was a nice bounce. This level I already had drawn out. You can check that on X. That was already a support level for me. Yeah. So now, from here, what we want to keep a close eye on is how memory performs. If memory continues to be weak, then the indexes could see another leg down, right? And MU is looking fairly weak. The target of the downside is another $50 move, which would be bad, but it's another $50 move, potentially to the downside. On SanDisk, you're going to see similar price action, right? The next support I have for SanDisk is much lower, so I think it's better to rely on MU targets right now. But like I said, this is memory is going through a bear flag right now. As for Apple, 300 I think is the floor here. I don't think we go below 300. Almost 10% on a single day on Apple is insane. We have seen that before, but I do think 300 is the floor here. I don't think we go back down into the high 200s. Opinion on sorry, let me check these out. Which is better to buy $500 in Disney or SPY or in SPX? It depends if you're going long term. I don't like Disney stock. I hate it. SPY is probably the smarter choice, although we are still fairly high. The one time I should have been greedy with Amazon. Well, Amazon is notorious for switching directions at open after its earnings. I'm surprised it actually took off this time. But 15% in a single day is wild. That's wild. I mean, from here with the momentum, that easily looks like we should see all-time highs within the next month or so. Probably within the next week. Ondas, let me take a look at Ondas. Ondas, I still feel like is a nice opportunity. We're still sitting here above $7. We did climb back up to almost $9. I think this one will return back up to $12 eventually. And that's not hopium. That's based on if they get a government contract, then we're fine. If not, then we're not fine. Let me look at Bull and Tesla. Weeble's red again today. I might have to average down on my calls, but I still think we're in an overall uptrend and it should bounce. I might have to average down on those. I mean, I have till late September, so. SNDK. Yeah, so I gave you SNDK. Obviously dropping today, open green. This goes right back into that resistance again. Like I said, there's room down for sure. But overall, actually, I can't believe I drew that arrow out ahead of time. If you look on X, you actually see that I drew this arrow, I think when we closed this day. Memory will go back up. Not concerned about it. Don't forget that earnings are coming up as well on August 5th for SanDisk. So there's good potential we see back up to 1500. Are we still holding Kroger and HPQ? Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Kroger's green. I think HPQ was red last I looked. Oh no, it's actually green now. Nice. Okay. It bounced, which is good. But yeah, I'm still in those. I caught those yesterday, roughly around here, so I don't have an issue holding those. Giraffe, Clint, I love you. Thank you, Raphael. I love you too. Is the market still bearish for direction? It depends on the way you look at it. Let's take a look at SPY, right? SPY on the daily. If you're thinking more short term, we're not really in a direction. We're more in a chop, right? And I know it feels like the market's been like tanking recently, and that's actually primarily due to the AI stuff. A lot of people had exposure to AI stocks, and that's what's been killing them. As for like the overall market, it's not too bad. It really isn't that too bad. SPY is only sitting like 2.5% off from all-time high. The Qs are suffering because of the amount of exposure to AI in the NASDAQ. But if you measure that, I mean, even that's, let's see, 9%. That's actually a good chunk. You could say that on the NASDAQ, we're definitely in a downtrend for now. With the S&P 500 and the rest of the market, it really isn't that bad at all. We're more chopping. Even like IWM, the Russell, isn't even suffering that bad, right? It's like 4%. We're not fully in a downtrend yet. I wouldn't say like the market's in a downtrend or anywhere near a bear market yet. We have much lower to go before we would be considered in a bear market. SPY mainly, yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that second comment, but no, I wouldn't say SPY really is in any downtrend yet. It's chopping, very choppy. And like I said, it's only 2.5% off the highs. So if you had like one really good news day or end of the war or oil just tanks, yeah, I mean we could realistically make all-time highs in a single day. It's not impossible. I'm in on the 950 call on MU from morning. Would you just cut the losses and let it run as a lotto? Texas Point, it depends on where you got in. Or not where you got in. What expiration you have. If you have a 0-day expiration for the 950 on MU, I'd probably definitely cut that because you're going to need, unless we get news or something. So this is, remember I talked about that bear market or that bear flag earlier? We're starting to see that play out. But Texas Boy, if you want a move back up 950, you're going to need a 13% move on MU from here. Because we've already crashed like 10%. Let me take a look at Tesla. I think Tesla stays above 300. I think we held that fairly well. Why am I on the 3 minute? I think we held that fairly well. I think we stay above for now. I don't know. I'm in TSLL, so I'm rooting for it. 0 DTE, yeah, Texas Boy. I would definitely cut that because you're gonna need. I mean, it may bounce a little bit. You're definitely not gonna have those calls expire in the money today unless there's news or something, because that's gonna need a whole 13% move back up to the upside. which would drag the indexes up a lot. You would kind of need Apple to follow through as well. I would cut those early. That's just me though. I mean, you can hold on. There could be news that comes out later. It depends on how leveraged you are into it, or like, you know, if you're willing to hold to zero. It is Friday, so Nvidia. Let me take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia. I'm surprised Nvidia isn't back above 200 yet. It's actually really frustrating. But we've just been chopping here between 200 and 190 the past few days. It's just, I don't know what to say about this one really. It's just like in a range. I mean, yeah, after your stock moves a crazy amount, I was really hoping that this range here that lasted like 6 months, 7 months or something was just going to finally break out. I mean, it did break out, but I wanted much more on Nvidia. The problem is the company's already worth so much. I mean, you're talking huge swings in valuation in a single day on, you know, 2 or 3% days. But I am disappointed in this one. I do think it should be higher. I think we should be above 200. Yeah. So that's just my opinion. Let's check in on SPY. I may want to cut my calls and then start looking for some other positions. Nope, not gonna cut my calls. What are they sitting at now? 175. I'm gonna trim some of those right now. That was nice. I think I caught the low of day. But like I said, I think we should retest the opening range low. The pre-market low. Probably realistically see, I don't know, there's room up. There's definitely room up. I don't think we'll get back above 745. Yeah, I'll take a look at iron in a minute. I don't know. SPY calls are still going. Actually, I'm going to trim here, and I'm probably just going to start leaving runners. I mean, we're up to 180. I'm above 100% on those, and I didn't go too heavy. Hit 190. It's impressive. All right, that's already a crazy Friday. 200% on the first puts, 240% on the second puts. Now, like 100 and I think it's like 150% now on the calls. It's pretty good. Not bad, not bad at all. And Mark's up 30% on Google calls. Look at us. Okay, let's start looking at some other positions. I feel like gambling. Honestly, on a dip, it might be worth going calls again. This is looking really nice. It's really consistent. Probably go with like the 745-ish. Because I feel like if we get back above it, or back into the range, we should easily, quickly get back to 745. Let me see what memory's doing. Yeah, so this is the struggle now. You now have memory that's just gonna chop down here. And Texas Boy, I mean, the reason why I was saying like it's not worth holding those is because that's still, you still need like a 12%. It's a massive move to the upside. I'm not saying it's impossible, but from like a possibility outlook, it's not very possible at all. Yeah, this isn't. Trying to see. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. McDonald's burger. McDonald's burger. Oh man. All right, so we're retesting that opening range low here as well as the pre-market low. So if we get an initial rejection, which I feel like could happen. I don't know, the volume's dying off, which isn't great. Well, wait. If it comes in retest VWAP right here, then I'll pick up some calls. Let me take a look at Iron. Sorry, ZT. I got distracted with SPY. This one's down 3.5% on the day. It did retest the support that I have right here this morning. Iron was, let's see, it was up to 7 or not 7. It was up to $40 this morning. I still like it. I think it had a really strong bounce yesterday. What did we go, like almost 30% in a single day or something? Which was expected. I mean, I said it on X. I said a dip below $30 and it was going to be a free buy. I literally said it. But I would like to see 45 again. I think today, I don't think we'll get above 40 again today. But if you're going to look out for like a couple weeks out in calls, I would target the 40, probably like the 45 strike or so. They're expensive. That's the problem. Iron calls are really expensive. See how SPY's doing. Okay, I might go for it. I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna try some SPY calls. We're gonna try the. We're gonna go closer in the strike. I'm gonna try to go for the 744s, like a below 0.80. The 0.66, 0.67. I go for, yeah, I can get it at 0.67. Okay. So I'm in the 744 calls. We'll see how these play out. Holy bounce. Well, looks like Discord got a little delayed. Well, you guys all knew it beforehand. If you did catch that, start taking some trims. Hood. Let me take a look at Hood. Kind of been disappointed in Hood. It got up to like 120 again and just like fell. I was a big buyer in the 70s. It was around here. And it went up and it was looking fantastic. I was so excited. I was up like 50%. I was like, oh, it's going back up to 150, right? And I think I even said that on X multiple times. But yeah, dang. I don't know. It's in a downtrend now. I would look for support here at around like 80 or so, 81, 82. It would be this area to be exact, is where you're going to look for support. I think it's probably headed a little lower, if I'm being honest. Which sucks, but it is what it is. Trim those calls. I know everybody in the live stream got it. I think Discord was slightly delayed, but that's what it is. All right, so on the daily, it's important that SPY closes green. I think this needs to be a green Friday. I know it's kind of asking for a lot considering it is Friday, but this really needs to be a green Friday. By the way, that was a nice bounce off of VWAP. Ideally, we're looking for a break above pre-market low and opening range low now. We want to move back into the opening range. SPY puts now. I would the only reason I would take SPY puts is if we lose VWAP again. Here's VWAP right here. If we lose VWAP, then I'll probably look to short again, and we should from there see a retest of low of day. No puts until then. I'm still long. I have calls right now. Actually, I have 2 sets of calls. Any recommends over the weekend? Risky. A couple over the weekend, I would say that should be fun. Are some SNXX calls and DRAM. The memory, I feel like memory will continue having a bounce next week. SanDisk earnings are next week. I feel like those will be good. We'll see. Yeah, I did take a look at Hood. I'm not sure if you maybe missed it, but I was talking about how I do think there's more downtrend coming on Hood. If you're 0DTE, I would expect Hood not to get back above 89 today, and worst bearish case, we retest 82.20. We are above yesterday's low, pre-market low, and opening range low. So it's a very bearish pattern. Here goes SPY again. what might happen is we might chop between here. I think that might be what happens. It'll chop between here until we get a breakdown below VWAP or a breakout above the range low and pre-market low. I think Google's really supporting this move up right now. It's up 5% right now, as well as Amazon. But these two are really holding up to Mag 7. You know what I haven't checked? I haven't checked Microsoft yet. Interesting. So it did go up further. I wanted, what did I say, 466? Yeah, it was 466. I don't know. I still like it. I think we see 500 by the end of the year. Nope, not Apple. Yeah, Apple just continues to bleed. Well, it's more chopping, but still, calls are not the move here yet. AMD. Thanks for being patient. I am the oldest of 12 siblings, so I'm used to being, you know, taking stuff in order, taking one things at a time. It's not that big of a deal to me, at least. AMD had a really good day yesterday. It was up, what, 16%, 15%. The thing with AMD is it's kind of in the same, I wouldn't say the exact same story as NVIDIA, but it's just like really choppy, right? It's had some really nice moves, but it's still within a range, right? What is this, like the 460 to 580 ish area? I could even say 560. So probably like this $100 range. It's just floating here, and it's been floating here since what, June? I mean, it did have that very nice run up, that May or that April run up, and then kind of just like stalled out, I guess, in a way, which is normal. It's just pending the next overall market leg up. I think we can trim more SPY calls, by the way. Those look like they're... Can we trim more SPY calls, or... I think data might be starting to eat us now. I really want this to break. If it keeps testing and keeps failing, then I'll go short, because then it'll be a sign that the bulls aren't strong enough to cross through. But we'll give it some time. SPY's pushing there, but the orb pretty low. Keep pushing. Yeah, so that's the problem, is we have two conflicting, or not conflicting, we have two, what's the word I'm looking for? We have two reasons why bears can short at this level, okay? The opening range low and the pre-market low. So there's a legitimate case to go short here and target back down here. The problem is I feel like the momentum is strong enough, and I think Apple is going to eventually have a bounce today. Eventually. It's not time yet, but it will eventually. IWM, let me take a look. Yeah, it's looking just as nice. The problem is the opening range is way up here, so IWM is now above its VWAP. Looks like it even retested it, so there's room up. There's definitely room up. I mean, while I did play the downside move this morning, I do think it was a little over-exaggerated. Like, I don't think we should have dumped that much, but I mean, you play with what you got. Any opinion on data center stocks? Iron, Envis. Yeah, actually, interesting. I reposted yesterday on X how Envis, they found a way to be more efficient with their water and their power plants, or in their data centers, which is really good, and I think that played a part in helping the stock yesterday. For data center stocks, I like Iron personally. I feel like Iron has more opportunity considering the stock price. Envis will be above. Envis will be back above 120 very soon. I'm pretty confident in that. It's up another $6 today. Earnings are coming up next month, mid next month. I think we definitely see above 220 very quickly. I don't know if we'll see all-time highs this year. I don't know if the market is too not that bullish on AI. I mean, it's bullish on AI, but I don't know if it's that bullish yet. But I like Iron. I hold a decent amount of this stock as well. But I do have a good price. I have a great price. It's actually, we're a little red on my position, but I do have a great price on this one. Iron, I feel like, can get squeezed. I think it can go. I think it has room up to like 70s. There's a guy in our Discord country who's super leveraged into Iron. Yes, he's very leveraged into Iron. He has a massive portfolio, though. I know if he's listening here in the chat room, he has a massive portfolio, so he can play it. Although I would say he's a little over leveraged in Iron, just a little bit. He was up 30K in June, I think, or may have even been more, like 50K, and then he was like down 40K or something, and he's been like slowly making it back. I think he's got a great price though on Iron. But yeah, he's too leveraged into Iron. Okay, hello. Yeah, this one has kind of been hurting, especially after I had that nice run up. I thought it was really going to take off back in May, but no. Problem is now we've lost good support here. We did fill that gap. We probably fill this gap next. Was at 32.60. It's in a strong downtrend. It'll continue that way for now. SPY. But I've been looking at SPY. Oh, it dropped again. Did it test VWAP? Oh, we're slightly below VWAP. Well, we gotta wait and see what the 5-minute candle does. You don't take a trade based on the 1-minute candle. I hate how people do that, and especially influencers were like, oh, look, I caught the rejection level, and it was like a 1-minute rejection. Like, yeah, you can, you could say that level was a rejection or a bounce, but on the 1 minute, not really justified under certain conditions. What do I think of SPY here? It's holding VWAP barely. This is like a battle zone, so we're just gonna sit here and wait and see what the market gods give us. Looks like it might be a rejection. We'll wait for the 5-minute candle to close. Yeah, so like I said earlier, that is a strong point for rejection. The pre-market low, the pre-market high, or the pre-market low and the opening range low. If this gets a nice close below VWAP, you could see a double tap on low of day. What is that, like a 0.4, 0.5%? So yeah, depending on how this candle closes, I might go short. See, this is exactly why we wait for 5-minute candles to close, because it can do stuff like this. Shenanigans. Oracle. This one's been hurting recently. It saw 133 in the pre-market, but just like didn't hold. I don't know. This one's been frustrating for me. We did hold at these supports, but like it just can't stay up. Because I wanted this to get back to 140 like within the next couple weeks, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, so now it's back above VWAP. Yeah, this is why we just stay patient. Nice job by Bulls to hold that there. So like I said earlier, when we were back here, this is going to be the chop zone for now, in between VWAP and the pre-market low, opening range low. We'd have to wait for a pretty convincing candle around here. I think the reason why bulls are starting to get tired out is because Google's tiring out a bit. Yeah, so Google is tiring out a little bit here. And Microsoft is not helping the situation. Well, not really helping the situation. But the other thing is, too, memory is still chopping around down here. Any moment, it could see, MU could see that drop even further. It's unfortunate. I was really excited about this one today. I thought it was going to get back to 1,000. Yeah, I'm delusional. I mean, I'm not too delusional. What was a 10% move up, and we've had like a 13% move down, so it's not too delusional. Oh boy. Come on, SPY. Break. Speaking of live streams, I need to start a TikTok. Yeah. They couldn't do it. Man. What is going on in the chat room? Hell on Earth, aka Arizona. Yes. I love Arizona though. Okay. Yes, it's a hellhole. It's very hot. But we do get the monsoon, which is great. And back down. We're going to chop. We are going to chop. Oh, back up to 42%. Those are my back calls from yesterday. The heat cooked Clint's brain. Nah, staring at spy charts cooked my brain. Mark just went long on spy as well. I agree with that actually. I like that. I do agree with Mark here. I think there's a better chance of the pre-market low, opening range low to break than there is for downside. I could be wrong, but it's just my gut feeling. Am I in a spy call? Yes, I actually have 2 spy calls. I have a runner from my first set, and then I have that new position, but it's really just runners on both right now. Not heavy at all. Is it good to go add into spy here? It depends on... It's risky. But I think there's a better chance of a breakout here than there is for a breakdown back to low of day. Do I watch Ethereum or Bitcoin? I watch Bitcoin, not Ethereum. I only watch Bitcoin really to see... sometimes it gives, like, it foretells moves slightly ahead of time. Sometimes. This is not, do not take me up on that. But sometimes it does. I also track it for, like, some of the stocks I hold, like Robinhood, that's really leveraged into Bitcoin. Even stuff like MSTR. It's good to watch Bitcoin's behavior. Other than that, no, not really, because I don't trade crypto, like, at all. I hold a lot of Solana, but I'm not too big of a Bitcoin guy. That's just me, though. I mean, everybody has what they like to invest in. I just don't like investing in Bitcoin. Totally personal preference. Okay. I'm not going to make fun of you for holding Bitcoin. I mean, I might, but I'm not going to do it. Oil is up today. This is interesting. Yesterday I talked about, like, the confluence with oil in the market. But oil is up 2.5% today, and the stock market's, I mean, you could say it's flat, roughly. Which is interesting. So I would either expect a pullback in oil soon, or we would need another flash dump in the market. But for now, we're just chopping. So this is the range that we want to keep an eye on. I'll take off the bands on VWAP, just so you can get a better idea. So these are your areas. You have the opening range low, pre-market low. Then you have the bottom of this range here. You have low of day and the opening range high and that resistance at the top of day. That's all you need to know for today. Break here. We go up. Break down. We go down. It's as simple as that. I'll post that in Discord as well. Do you hold any leaps? I actually hold a ton of leaps. There's some posted in the Discord under the swings channel. But I hold a lot of stuff like I have some hood leaps. I have Palantir leaps. I do have some NVIDIA leaps. Just some stuff here and there on a lot of the common, more well-known stocks, as well as like a good portion of the Mag 7. I hold all bullish leaps on. I mean, the market's going up. It's bullish in the long run. Of course, I'm going to be holding bullish leaps, you know. What is the red area and the current price for SPY? That's the range. That's the range we're currently in. That's what we have to keep an eye on. This is sort of like a chop zone, I guess, in a way. Until we're out of the chop zone, there really is no need to take anything unless you want to try trading this range. Although we might see a breakdown. We'll see. What do you think of TSM leaps after the Asia dumping? Yeah, first of all, Citadel sucks. We can blame Citadel for that whole thing. We can blame Korea then for being stupid. And then, sorry, I was really negative. But TSM does look good. I mean, I've always been bullish on this stock. I like TSM long term. I think it continues climbing. It should see an all-time high by the end of this year. I think the reason why, I mean, I don't know, I could have some bias. They have 2 TSM plants here in Arizona, and I see those all the time. So, yeah, I like this. I think it sees all-time high by the end of the year. Those centers are massive. It's insane. And they're building another one too, which is crazy. And we already have like a water problem in Arizona, so I'm really curious on where they're getting this water from. I want to know. Because we have, our systems are connected to the Hoover Dam, which is, it's the Colorado River, right? We get a lot of our water from the Colorado River. And that's been going down. So, I'm not a huge, like, environment dude, you know, or anything. I think a lot of people, like, over-exaggerate it. But the river has been dropping. Like, since I was a kid. And looking at old pictures and stuff, and then like going there now and looking at the levels, you can see like the levels on the wall, like it's significantly dropped. Oh, that's cool, Fireball. What part of AZ? Okay, so it's looking like we might be dropping. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'll personally go short because I've already gone 3 plays on SPY today. But realistically, if this drops with momentum, it should test low day. You're in Tucson. Hey, I'm in Tucson a lot. You should DM me on Discord. I'm in Tucson all the time. Yo, what's good, Smart Growth Investing? Yep, I warned you all. Here it goes. What was that, a $50 drop, like another 5%? It's already going. We're halfway, well, we're more than halfway there. It's a bear flag. We'll see if it continues though. It's dragging SPY down right now. SanDisk also dropping lower. That has a lot further down to go. Down here, we're not getting down this low today at all, but it's following MU and memory overall. So yeah, realistically, I'm not going to take it because I just don't feel like getting in another SPY position. You're going to want to see a drop back to retest low of the day. I don't really see anything in between here unless, I mean, you could argue that 740 holds again. That's more psychological. We'll see. I'm not taking anything right now. Maybe if we retest, I'll try out some shorts. Because memory does not look good. Oof, and Apple's dropping again. What's odd is oil is also dropping. It's kind of weird. Let me see some puts. Man, these are still so expensive. Ay, ay, ay. Probably the 737. If I do go short. Just because they're cheaper. And we could play safe and go the 738 put. But those are sitting at like 0.85-ish. Yeah, I cut calls. Well, I only had runners, Thomas. I mean, both those calls ran up to, what was it? The first one was like 40%. The second one was other 170% or something. So I had two of those, and those both played out just fine. Okay, so you all can tell me this is a good idea or not, because I've been thinking about it recently. I'm thinking of swapping in my standard Tesla Model 3 in for a performance, and then like put like some sort of like sports, I don't know, kit on it. Because I already have I've already got the Trail Boss, right? The Silverado. I've already got my Ducati, my bike. Which I swear, if any of you live in Phoenix and Tucson, you've definitely seen me before because I ride my bike like all the time. So if you've been driving, if you drive and you don't just stay at home your entire life, you've definitely seen me on the road. But going back to the Tesla, I think I want to swap it in for a performance. Still kind of just hanging out here. Boring. Let's see what Discord's doing. Yeah, but how is the EV market horrible? Like, the price of the EV cars or what? Because like when it comes to the charging, I haven't been too... J-Locks inputs. Oh no. Actually, J-Lock might be onto something here. I wanted to go short if it went up a little further, like and retest it here. But I think J-Lock might be right for a move down to low of day. Yeah, it would be a pre-owned Tesla. I'd probably go for like a 2025 performance. Because when I bought this one, the 2024, it only had 9,000 miles on it, and I got it for a great price, but it was used. Definitely nothing brand new. Yeah, that's a fair point for the negative equity. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Is that the real J-Lock? Well, I talked to J-Lock before. Actually, I'm gonna go short here now. Let's try the 739 at 0.80 shorts. By the way, that's just a lotto gamble. Actually, I can get some filled a little bit lower. If it does break out, then that I can go long again. But I'm going to try shorts for now. Just because we're below VWAP. Okay, and I filled the majority of the rest of my puts here. And then the stop will be back up, breaking into here. I mean, that was a nice bounce. If you were still on the calls from earlier, this is a good chance to get your trims in if you never got your trims in. And we're right back into that chop, so nothing too special. Let's see what's maybe memory is bouncing. It's not memory. Might be Apple. Nope, it's not Apple. Tesla? Oh, looks like it's Microsoft. Because Amazon's still dropping. I don't know. I'll set an alert for here. We shall see. Yeah, I think it's going straight up, back down. We'll see. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Take some profit. That was nice. Should have got it in like 0.50 for the 39 put. I think they're back up to 0.80 now ish. Not bad, not bad at all. It's a good time to go short. We'll see if it keeps going down. But it's nice, 0.83. I hope you guys caught that. That was good. Manny, what did you take? Oh, going back to J-Lock, I never fully answered that question. So J-Lock, I have always, it was like, what was it, February? Is when I first started talking to him. I don't know, it's always seemed like the same dude to me. I don't know why people are saying it's a different guy. He did say he was going to take off for a little bit, and then he like came back. But even like, who's the other guy that talks to him? Because I asked him as well. I was like, does this sound like the same person? And he's like, yeah, it sounds like the same person. I think dude just kind of like lost it after he lost all that money, which is a whole nother conversation. How do you lose $300,000? But I'm not one to judge. Well, I am, but like, that's really bad. But to me, it's always seemed like the same person. Still in this range. So nothing new. Still getting with the chop. Pulled like what, $1 rejection off of the VWAP right there. I don't know. Con prices are moving so fast. I just take profits. I think the ones that I took were what, 54% or something. Yeah, 54%. I mean, what price could do is just continue to keep chopping here. We'll see. I mean, we're below VWAP, so that's technically bearish, but that is on the 1 minute, so can't really, you know, trust that as much. It's just choppy right now. It's honestly not worth trading. Look at that. The SPY calls or the SPY puts are back to break even, but the stock price is still like 50% off of that high when we got in like what, 5 minutes ago. That's crazy. These are losing value like really fast. That's actually insane. Interesting. All right. Well, if we're just going to chop here, I'm not going to sit here all day and just watch this thing chop because I don't feel like it. So I'm going to look for, not till like close, probably the last hour, but I'll probably look for another swing trade through the weekend. SPY calls might actually be the move like 10 days out or so. So I'll be looking at those. If you guys have any questions, want some analysis, go ahead and post it in the Discord chats. I'll be there, active all day. I'm going to start putting out some educational stuff too for risk management, because I know a lot of folks were asking about that. Which is good, because it means that you guys want to learn, and that's what everybody should be doing constantly. There's going to be a couple other changes as well. We have Megan now as a moderator. You guys haven't seen her yet in the Discord, but she will start performing moderator duties. She's amazing. Her content on X is incredible. I'll put it up for everybody. And then we have one more partner who will be joining us soon. What swing call are you taking? I'll be looking at SPY. It'll depend on where SPY closes today. I'll probably look in the last 30 minutes or so to see how we're doing, and then determine which strike I want. But it's probably going to be SPY calls is what I'm thinking. Yeah, perfect. Thanks for joining in, everybody. We'll probably be running I want to do a live stream, like sort of class over the weekend. So be on the lookout for that. I'll post the links. Other than that, I'll be back live trading on Monday. So thanks, everyone.